Combined laparoscopic perineal hernia and abdominal laparostomal hernia repair. We present the clinical case of a 22-year-old male patient with a history of extra-elevator abdominal perineal amputation for rectal cancer. He presented with complaints of discomfort in the perineal and parostomal regions. On physical examination, both perineal and parostomal eventrations are observed. An abdominal and pelvic CT scan was performed, which confirmed the diagnosis. A multidisciplinary team meeting was held to choose the best surgical approach for this case, perineal versus abdominal. Given the presence of a parostomal eventration, an abdominal laparoscopic approach was chosen for the repair of both defects. Exploratory laparoscopy with adhesiolysis. Small bowel serosal injury occurred during the procedure and was repaired with interrupted vicary sutures. Firm adhesions of the small bowel to the pelvic region were noted. Due to the complexity and risk of inadvertent injury, a perineal approach was added to safely complete the dissection. A 5 cm perineal incision was made. The abdominal cavity was entered, confirming the presence of adhesions. These were carefully released. The small bowel was successfully freed from the pelvis, confirmed through digital exploration. Layered closure was then performed. The dimensions of the defect were measured using surgical linen in order to tailor the mesh accordingly. A prosthetic mesh was introduced into the pelvic cavity. It was fixated to the sacral promontory using tackers. A running suture with barbed suture material was used to close the peritoneum. The end of the running suture was reinforced with clips. Excess mesh was trimmed and a defect in the mesh was repaired using interrupted suture with Vicryl. A parostomal eventration was identified and the defect was repaired using 3/0 Vicryl suture. A prosthetic mesh tailored with an opening to accommodate to the stoma was introduced and fixated with tackers. Manual external pressure was applied to provide counter support during tacker placement. The mesh was trimmed and both meshes were confirmed to be securely fixated. The patient remained in the general ward during the postoperative period. Oral intake was initiated on postoperative day 1 following the return of the colostomy function. On postoperative day 2, routine laboratory tests were performed, revealing no abnormalities. The patient was discharged on postoperative day 3 in a stable condition. Thank you.